Hello guys, hope you're all well. It's Yusuf here from Mainway Media. And today in this video, I am coaching somebody and his name's Finn. He has some mock exams coming up in a few weeks, but after that he wants to go full in on his business. He's been running his own marketing agency now, doing websites, doing SEO, doing paid advertising. He's been running his agency now for around 3 months doing that. So in this video, I was coaching him exactly how he can go full-time into his business at 16, 17 years old, and how he can get to the stage where I am at the moment. I left school at 16 years old, left to go into an apprenticeship, left the apprenticeship, and now I'm just fully dropped out of school to go full in on my own business. So I'm going to show Finn exactly how we can get to the stage of doing that as well, so he can be in the position to go full-time into his own business. And now this advice only applies for him getting to from 0 to his first 5k to his first 10k month. This advice should not be taken from anyone that's above 10k per month, because realistically that is what I am at right now. I can't advise anybody further ahead than me in the journey, okay? I can only advise people to get to where I am at the moment from my experiences. But look, I'm still a beginner in the space as well. I'm still learning. I know some of the advice that I've given him, different people would think different views about it. Let me know, obviously, your thoughts on it. If we're pricing too low, if we're pricing too high, whatever it is, just let me know your thoughts. Like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. I'll see you later.
How are we doing? You okay?
Yeah, not too bad, bro. Not too bad. Were you just been at school?
Yeah, man. Still on the graft.
Yeah, nice.
Still.
So are you taking your GCSEs, or you got A levels coming up? Or what are you doing?
A levels, AS levels.
Oh, sick.
So I'm in year 12. And then, yeah, hopefully finish that soon. I got my test next week. And then after that, go fully into it then.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah, keep smashing it.
Yeah.
What are you want to go into business like full time? Is that what you're passionate
Yeah.
about? Entrepreneurship?
Mate, literally exactly what you're doing. That's the plan, hopefully.
All right, nice.
So
Nice.
yeah. So my main question and objective to get out of today is how do I get from where I am to where you are?
All right. I mean, first of all, look, I shouldn't be giving you advice. All right. I'm not in the position to be giving you advice. There are people much further.
No, I understand that.
And, the advice I might give you today could be absolute bullshit. People who watch this YouTube video would be like, what is he waffling about? But I'm just here giving you that I know, right? So like, what I would want to get out of this today would be a step-by-step process that once you finish your exams, you can fully just execute on this step-by-step process, and you can scale your business to at least 5k a month revenue.
Mate, that's the plan. Yeah.
And then go full in on it after your exams, and then hopefully that's what you can do full-time afterwards, and then just the rest is for you to figure out. I just want to help you get that first momentum,
No, yeah. I appreciate that more than anything. Trust me. That's the reason I wanted this call. Yeah.
Nice one, man. Nice. So, what are you doing at the moment? Then, do you have a business currently, or what does he do at the moment?
Yeah. So I got a digital marketing agency at the moment. So I'm just on the point because I got you from my mate James Wally. I think you messaged him a while back, and he was telling me about you, and it kind of give me this idea.
Cool.
So, and he told me how you referenced like testimonial based pay for the first couple of clients. So that's what I've been doing. I've got these testimonials now which are ready to be released, and then after exams, then I can start charging people.
Cool. Are these video testimonials that you have?
Yes. Yeah.
Sick. And what are they? What businesses are they?
So I've tried and branched out to different industries. So I got a hairdressing business. I've got a plastering business. I've got a confectionery goods business, a Welsh shop, and a window, like someone who services windows.
So you got like 5.
So try getting. Yeah. And then I've got 2 as well. It's like this recovery place, and this jewelry shop, all local, all small businesses. But yeah, that's my that was my target, was to target these small businesses who don't have a website, or if they do have a website, it's pretty shit. Or if they don't know how to run social media effectively, then how can I get into their social media and run it effectively? So that's what
Wicked.
I've been
So run me
targeting.
through what you did for each of them, what your service that you provided was.
Yeah, so for the barber, I fully done their website, completed it from scratch. So that's that's my main thing, is tailored websites. For the recovery, I developed their websites. They sent me their website on Shopify, and I developed it, added like some themes and features to it. For the Welsh shop, it's all social media, so growing their social media account through paid advertising and like content plans. Um, I got a personal trainer as well that I did, and he had a content plan, and he's grown his Instagram by like 3,000 followers, and that's not even with paid advertising.
So
I've done scratch websites for the plasterer and the window fitter as well,
when you
who
say
are like
social media,
startups.
what exactly do you mean when you say social media? Are you doing them videos, or you just they send over the videos, you tell them what videos to record?
So yeah. So I tell them, I give them content plans of what videos to record. So what hook ideas, call to actions, all of that sort of stuff. And then from that, then I know how to program it, as in I know how to generate paid adverts through like Meta Business Suite and stuff.
Mm.
So I can do that if they want to as well. But it's mainly the content plan, and then the businesses who want to really, grow and develop their Instagram and social media. Then I can offer, once I've given the content plan, I'm like, look, this video on the 26th day would be really good if you could boost it. So if you want to boost it, then I can boost it for you, type thing.
Cool, cool, cool. And how long have you been doing this now? So how long did it take you to get those five?
So about 3 months, I fully launched, and then from that, I've just been trying to networking with different businesses, going into shops, saying, explaining my stuff,
Mm.
a couple of cold calls here and there. But yeah, and I've grown this like customer base of
Cool,
people
cool.
using me.
So at the moment you're doing walk-ins and cold calls.
Walk-ins and cold calls. Not much success from cold calls because it's quite hard. But walk-ins, I've got all my success from.
Mm,
Um, and I live in Penarth. It's local as well to me.
mm.
So like when I walk past the gym, I pop in and say hi, blah blah blah. I'm this. I'm this. Um, and yeah, there's like this, for example, there's a road next to where my gym is, and it's like a high street of small businesses. So I've
Mm.
done analysis on all those businesses, so websites, their traffic, SEO
Cool,
score,
cool.
all of that, and then I go to them and I go, right, this is your SEO score. This is how I can boost it. Either you can boost it or I can boost it. And the 3 times I've done that, they said, you know what, mate, you can boost it for me. Let's get a call sorted. That's my kind of strategy, if that makes sense.
Oh, sick. And what the show rate on the calls? Have you got a high show rate on the calls?
Sorry, say that again.
Have you got a high show rate on the calls? So do they show up? Do a lot of them show up, or do they
Yeah,
hear the
no,
calls?
all of them.
Oh,
No,
sick.
all of them do.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So what's your main struggle at the moment that you'd want help from me from?
It's just it's getting to that point where it's like the other day we were like, oh mate, it's been hectic, busy. I couldn't go to sleep. Blah, blah, blah. I want to get to that stage, if that
Cool,
makes
cool.
sense. I want to increase my traffic around my service, grow myself as an asset on social media, and then chain out not just to my local area, but to like Cardiff, for example. So chain out to the bigger businesses who probably pay a bit more, if that makes sense.
All right. So have you got an Instagram page for your business at the moment?
I do, yes.
Are you posting on there consistently?
Not I will be after exams, so in a week's time, but I know exactly what I'm gonna post with my face in. I've done my own content plan for me, call to actions and all of that, hooks. That's just a matter of time, but I will do that
Cool. All right. So
definitely.
that'd probably be step one. Step one is to start posting consistently on your Instagram page, and obviously putting your face
Yeah,
out there because you want people to connect with you. That's where at the start I got
yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
my
yeah,
work from because I was young. You're young as well. People buy into that.
yeah, yeah.
So I was
Oh yeah,
putting
absolutely.
myself out there as a 17-year-old videographer. And although you don't get as much of the higher paid corporate, that sort of thing, you get into the smaller
Hmm.
businesses, but then often the connections you make from the smaller businesses, you never know where it's going to lead. Like I had one client,
Yeah, yeah,
a local chicken shop in Canterbury. They recommended me to a different one about an hour's drive away, a slightly bigger restaurant. They got outside, they go do shows. But then he knows the manager, Skepta's manager. You know Skepta, the singer? I've
yeah,
got
yeah, yeah,
Skepta's
yeah,
manager's details now, all from just smaller
yeah, yeah, yeah.
work, you know? So it all
Got you.
compounds. It all
Okay.
compounds. You can't go straight into the bigger stuff. So what I'll say, yeah, first, start posting on your Instagram consistently and show your face. So yeah, show your face so that people
Hmm.
actually connect with you. You want to show your personality as well. You want people to connect with you, basically. So
Yeah.
what are your kind of
Hmm.
characteristics? What do people like about you?
Just good to talk to. Quite, I'm not one of those people that are just like work, work, work. As in, I like to talk to people and understand about their situation. Like all the testimonials I've had, they've been like, he's really genuine. He's really positive. He's not very like workaholic where he just wants to get you out the way as quick as possible. Like
Cool.
all of that type of thing where I really empathize with the business because I don't I'm trying to build a connection of people. I'm not just trying to like just get them out of the way as soon as possible.
Yeah, cool, cool. So yeah, definitely do keep doing that. Keep the personal touch to it,
Yeah,
and deliver the work quickly. When you do the work, try to deliver it as quickly as possible, because at the moment that's your
yeah,
advantage.
yeah,
People like me out here, I've got a small team, but it takes a bit longer for me to deliver the work because of how many clients we have. So
yeah.
your advantage is that you have lots of time, so you can deliver work quickly. Yeah. So deliver
Hmm.
work as quickly as possible, because that's one of the factors. You can position yourself many ways in the market, but for you, what I would say at the moment, you can position yourself cheaply and with speed. Yeah. So if you can hammer those
Yeah.
two, you
Okay.
can get so many customers in. The reason why I say
Hmm.
cheaply at the moment is because you don't have that much experience until you can
Yeah,
properly,
yeah,
you're confident and you know that it's gonna increase their sales by X amount or it's gonna help you. Like for me, I'm confident that I can produce super high quality videos better than anyone in the area.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So for you, it would be just get that experience under your belt. Say you've been doing it 3 months, give it another 3 months, you'd be doing it half a year. You have so many testimonial videos then. Until then, I would say definitely start charging now. Definitely start charging.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know what kind of price range you'd be at. You've done your research. What's
Yeah.
the market range for a website?
So this is where I wanted to ask you, not because we're in the same industry, but just on the general basis of people. So basically you pay. So to code the website, you buy blocks of code. So I'm charging people. So at the minute, I've charged people, it's around 60 to 70 pounds to build the website through all the coding. And then my service fee to actually code the website, etc. Uh, I haven't charged anyone, but that is tends to be around, £100 an hour. And say I'm doing 8 hours, 8 solid hours of work, you know, that's like £800. But then I think that's very steep on what,
I would say
because I can,
don't charge per hour. Don't charge per hour because when you charge per hour, you're trading your time for money, but then also
yeah,
the customer would think, oh, if he's spending, why would he not drag it on as quick as possible? Because often the customers they want the website as quick as possible, whereas you
yeah, yeah,
don't want it to be as quick as possible because you get paid more if you spend more hours on it. But I
yeah,
would say deliver per project. So price it per project.
Okay.
So a website, you
Yeah.
can do a half first, so like a deposit, half deposit, and then the other half you pay after once the website's complete. But you have to make sure that there's security in place that when you hand over the website at the end, yeah, there's watermarks
Yeah.
on it that they can't take off, or like there's it's locked until they pay that final half. Then you unlock it for them.
Yeah. 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 So one thing that I can do is set passwords, and I won't tell them the password, so they can't activate the website until that's a very good point. But yeah. 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 So so with the deposits then, what would you say, based on what I've just told you on the pricing, etc., what would you say a reasonable deposit was for where I am? And
Uh,
how would I go about delivering that?
I'd say they need to see some sort of value. Usually, the way I see it, it's either 30/70 or 40/60. So 40%
Right.
and then 60% after, or 30% and 70% after, or
Okay.
50/50. But I would probably most likely go 40/60.
Yeah.
40%
Okay.
and then 60% after. How much do you want to charge per website? That's completely up to you. The guy who built my website, I paid him about $1,000.
Yeah.
And he's, still building his business up, but he's been in the game for a few years. So for you, I don't want to tell you how much you're worth, yeah? That's for you to figure out.
Yeah.
Start
Yeah.
off, and then you will know when to increase your prices because you'll be doing the work.
Yeah.
At the start, I got a client for £300 a month. I was giddy. I was like, yeah, I'm loving this. I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
enjoying all the work I was doing. But then as time caught up, I was like, I'm doing this for £300. That's when you increase your prices. When you feel like you're being undervalued. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah. Got
at
you. Yeah. Yeah.
first, offer a reasonable price, but that you're still happy with, because at the end of the day, you're just getting experience. You're just trying to get as much experience under your belt as
Yeah. Yeah.
possible, and you're not really able at the moment to afford to say no to clients because you're just trying to get as much work in as possible until you're that busy, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Hmm.
would say charge slightly lower, get testimonials out of them, showcase the work on your Instagram, document everything on Instagram,
Hmm.
yeah? Showcase the work on Instagram, and literally, I don't know, what are you thinking charging per website?
Mm, I'm not too. So I reckon. So I'll start with social media, right?
Mm,
Because that's another main thing. So I would do it on campaigns. So you either do a 7-day campaign or a 30-day campaign, right? Which is a 7-day content plan, which you can reuse, but then it won't be fit to, it won't cover your whole. So like for the Welsh shop example, I
mm,
started that last week and they're doing a 30-day content plan, which covers their whole product portfolio. So all of their products,
mm.
and how to effectively market all of their products. But
Is this
then a
paid
7-day
advertising or
content
organic?
plan. It's so organic at the minute, but they with the option to pay,
Cool, cool.
if that make yeah. So for each video, so once a week, I'd say for the 30-day content plan, I said, right, this can be paid, this can be boosted because this has got the best hook or this has got the best call to action, which will put people on your website or put people into the right direction, if that makes sense.
Mm.
So I um I'm not too sure what I would charge for that campaign. So for a 30-day campaign without the paid advertising, so just for the content plan, because obviously I'll have to analyze their products, work out a strategy of how you can implement that, create all the call to actions, all of that, etc. How much would that cost me? How much would that how much value does that have?
How long does it take you?
Probably I reckon like I done it 3 nights. I done it in a night, but it was like 3-4 hours of solid work.
Cool, cool. What would you kind of charge for this? Tell me what you would charge for that.
Maybe like 50 to £100.
Cool, cool. I'd say go like 150, I'd say. Yeah, go
Okay.
150 because
Okay.
to
So
businesses it isn't
around
that
yeah,
much.
so around Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, go because 150, you go for it, and then that's just to get. It's better than charging for free at the moment. Yeah, 150,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
then as you get better at it, start charging more, increase your price, increase your price, increase your price, because you're getting better. Yeah, so
yeah.
you will get to a point where you're doing it for 150, 150, and then you'll be like, ah, I'm still doing it for 150. Boom, that's when you increase your pricing. You will know deep down
Yeah,
there will be a feeling that you need to increase your pricing.
yeah, yeah. Okay, got you. And then, so when when I do start charging people, what?
Hmm.
So obviously, you're at the stage where you can guarantee it's the highest quality for etc. When,
Hmm.
because I'm still in that thing of it might work. My content plan might work and it might increase. Luckily for the PT that I've already done, it has worked. But for some niches and some industries, it might not work. Would they still? Because I was thinking of doing like performance-based pay. So they pay me on how well it performs, or would it be a fixed price? So you pay me £150. If it works, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Thing is, it's that low price, like 150 is that low price that you don't need a guarantee. You'd only need a guarantee if you're
Yeah.
charging upwards like that in the thousands, you know. That's when you'd put a guarantee in place. But when it comes to 150, you don't need a guarantee. It's just like, this is what I'm gonna
So you're
do.
saying that, yeah, the stage that I'm at, I can charge £150
Yeah, yeah,
around
yeah.
that
You
mark.
you, you can charge
Got you.
150
Okay.
for whatever it is. It's it's better than doing it for free, yeah. And just keep
Yeah,
charging
yeah.
charge 150 for like I don't know the next few, I'd say, and then you would figure out what they're willing to pay. You will know by if a client says yes, 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 and you're getting no no's on the pricing, then that's when you know you're a bit too cheap.
Hmm.
When you start hearing
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
no's and
Got you.
some yeses, that's when you know you know you're getting there. So you need to
Yeah,
weigh
yeah, yeah.
all out. You need to do the maths as well. So this is how many sales calls I'm having. This is how many of them are saying yes. This is how many of them are saying no. This is the revenue that I'm bringing in when I'm doing, 150 per project. Yeah, I'm closing say 70%. Yeah, if I increase it to
Hmm.
200 and now I'm closing 50%, that's you need to work out the maths on which you're getting more money from. And then
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
it's all positioning as well. On your social media, as long as you give value, you're always going to get clients coming in, you know? So just give as much value as you can
Yeah,
on
yeah.
social
Got you.
media.
Okay. And then so that's the social media side. For the website then, I'd say personally, because when I've charged the £70 and they've been like, yeah, fine, like you said, yeah, yeah, fine, that's fine. Like, really, it's like that cheap type thing. So obviously, I'm not charging for my service yet, like my hours of service. Like, so what I'm thinking around the 300, 350 mark for the complete website. So that's for my service and as well as the code.
You could probably go for 500. I reckon. Yeah, you can probably go for 500.
Okay,
If
okay,
obviously see how people react to it. If you have that
yeah.
many testimonials and you have all the work and your portfolio in place that you can charge that 500 and people are saying yes to the
Hmm.
500, then up it some more until people start saying no, you know? But if people, you
Yeah,
get a
yeah,
lot of no's from the 500, obviously something's wrong. It's probably because you don't
yeah,
have as big of a portfolio, they can't trust you yet. Because you're still starting out at the end of the day. You're trying to build up your skill set. Don't you're in it at the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
moment not to build up your get money in the bank. Build up your skill set, enjoy the process, learn sales as much as you
yeah,
can.
yeah.
Start learning sales, start
Hmm.
learning, how to become the best in your industry at creating the websites, the SEO. And once you can fully develop your skill set, then that can go into any factor in life. If you start up a second social media, videography business, for example, something totally different to what you're doing now, but then
Hmm.
at least you have the skills from your older business that will transfer into this. So don't at the moment, just try to learn. Be like a sponge, absorb everything from
Yeah,
your
yeah,
client,
got you.
and yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'd say
Got you. Okay,
£500 for a
perfect.
website. Start at that, and then see how clients react to it, and then adjust from there.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good. Yeah, yeah, because I'm at that stage now where I can start offering prices. So that was one of my main points was what, what gauge could I get from that? But I appreciate that. Okay, that's good.
Cool. Do like a 200 deposit and then 300 when the website's done.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then obviously
Okay,
bear in mind if
okay.
you're hosting it, you'd need to pay. They need to pay a hosting fee for the domain and for their
Yeah,
account.
yeah, yeah.
That's like, I don't know. Is it like £20 a month or something like that?
Yeah, so it's either £25 a month or £60 a month, depending on how many accounts, how many benefits you need, etc. But small businesses is £25 a month.
Cool. Then obviously you need to charge them for that as well because you don't want that out of your
Yeah,
monthly.
yeah.
Cool. And then what's your process in which you're gonna double your clients after you finish your exams? You're gonna triple your clients.
So I so once I get these. So at the minute, I'm not worrying on reaching out to new people because I've got like a list of like a backlog of clients that like
Mm.
once my exams, I'll get them shifted like quite quickly, but with like the same quality, obviously. Once that's done and I get all the testimonials, then I can start investing in, paid advertising for myself,
Yeah.
um, as well as, investing in my own business through quality of, business cards, quality of computers. So one of my main things that I'm not finding at the minute, so I make a proposal video, like an introduction video, so of
Mm.
myself that I send to their WhatsApp,
Cool.
basically outlining what I want to do, what I think will look good on their website, for example, which is really,
Mm.
I find it quite good because it sets the standard of like what they expect. And it makes me look better because I'm not just, I'm showing effort and I'm showing quality in my work.
Of course, yeah.
Um, yeah, so I'm finding that's working, but like, increasing quality of that. So like having a stand for like at the minute I'm just on a water bottle. So like having a stand on my computer or having like a microphone or a DJI microphone. So increasing the quality, increasing my content, which I'll do. I'll know I'll do that. And just trying to get more clients, basically.
Yeah, cool.
That's
So
that's
I'd
my
say
plan.
stack up all the money you get. Stack up all the money you get and reinvest it. You got them right thinking already. Get the essential things you need, like the
Yeah,
microphone, the stand, whatever. But then for the other
yeah,
things, like for example, a camera. Do you need a proper camera at the moment? It's going to cost
no,
you two
no,
thousand pounds. You would probably be better off investing that £2,000 into some Facebook ads that will get you
yeah, yeah,
£10,000, £5,000 of clients. Yeah. So
yeah, yeah,
yeah, definitely. Once you can build up your capital, get the essential bits, but then start running some ads for yourself. But you can't really run, or you can, but it would be best to start running ads if you already have a good social media presence. So definitely start posting on
yes, yeah,
Instagram
yeah.
already consistently. That'd be the
Hmm.
number one
Okay,
takeaway from this because you will get inbound leads like coming from nowhere if you can build a personal brand
yeah.
on Instagram. So I'd say.
Would you know how you say a personal brand? So
Hmm.
I've my algorithm now is centered around cold calls and sales and all of this. So, and one of them I keep on seeing is like people filming themselves like doing cold calls and like all of that. Would you recommend that, or does that take it away from the brands?
Who are you watching? You're
Y-
watching
y-
Dromino.
y-
That there's a kid
Um,
called yeah, but they do
yes,
code.
yeah,
Yeah, we follow each other on
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Instagram. That's funny. No, I wouldn't say do that because obviously you want to attract him. He's trying to get people in for his mentoring, in for his school group. Yeah, that's not what you want at the moment. You
yeah,
want businesses to follow you. So the content you should be posting should be, having a meeting with a client, for example, breaking down
yeah,
top tips for SEO, and then if you want to improve your SEO, do this. But if you don't know how to do what I've just told you, hire me. Yeah. Um, you can do
Yeah.
posts like a bit about yourself, introduce the business, explain about your service. Why do businesses actually need SEO? Why do businesses need a proper website, social media,
Hmm.
etc., etc. So you need
Yeah,
to
yeah, got you.
have a super niche. You need to know exactly who your target client is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Think of your exact target client. What content would they think is valuable to come across? And then you hammer in on that client that you want to target. Don't hammer in on me cold calling because that's not what they're interested in. You're trying to create
yeah,
content
yeah,
specifically for them so that when they go onto your page, they know exactly, it's like a gold mine, and then they'll book in a call with you,
yeah.
etc., and DM you.
No, okay, no, that's really good advice. Okay, yeah, yeah, I understand what you're saying. So that centered around not what will get me the most views, but what will get me the most out of what I'm posting.
Exactly. Yeah, like start posting YouTubes, for example. On YouTube, you get 400 views in a video, whereas someone else gets 1 million views in a video. If that 1 million views on that video is a TikTok trend, he's not getting followers out of that, and if he is getting followers out of that, it's followers that aren't, they're shit followers. Yeah, what are they going to bring him? He can't
Yeah,
even
yeah,
get
that would be
money from
helpful.
them.
Yeah, yeah,
But I would much rather have 30 views, but all those 30 people are target leads, target clients that actually want your service,
yeah.
you know?
Hmm. Got you.
So
No, that makes
people
sense.
look at the views,
Okay.
people look at my views and be like, oh, why? It's only got 50 views, it's only got 100, it's only got 800 views. But like, that's 800 people watching the content that I want them to watch. And
Yeah,
often
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
qualifies them as well. If you can qualify them through your content, qualifying the lead means if they literally go through all your content and then by the end of it they come out and I'm the exact person that Finn's actually talking about. I am
yeah.
making over this amount of
Hmm.
money. I have £500 to invest into a website.
Yeah,
I have shit SEO at the moment. Why aren't I doing it? So then you've qualified the lead already,
it's very
whereas the
true. Yeah, yeah,
unqualified leads would be like, oh, I don't have £500 to invest in the website. Fuck off. Well, you would have wasted my time on the sales call in the first place. You know what I mean? And some
yeah.
people are like that.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
So if
So
you can
you're
create
almost like
super
sifting and
niche,
sorting views.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Got you. Okay. No, no, that's good advice. Okay. Perfect.
You got any other
This
questions for me?
step-by-step process then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this step-by-step process, so what would like
I'll
step
say
my
start
my
posting on
yeah,
Instagram consistently and show your face and your personality.
yeah.
That's number
Hmm.
one.
Yeah.
Number two would be start charging. Start charging for your websites that £500.
Yeah.
So I'll write this all down for you. Yeah, start charging that £500 for the website and then pitch it to
Hmm.
people, see how they react. If they react and they say, oh, it's a bit expensive for me, and you've had that about 70%, then, or like
Yeah.
90%, then you need to decrease it a little bit. Or
Yeah, yeah.
get more testimonials, build more authority in the space. Yeah. So start charging
Hmm.
that, see
Yeah, yeah.
how customers react.
Yeah.
And obviously, depending on how they react, up or lower the price. If too many are saying yes, up it to 750, up it to £1,000,
Yeah, yeah.
because people
Yeah,
know
yeah.
websites are expensive in the first place. Because at the
Yeah.
same time, you don't
That's
want to be
one thing
charging
that I
too
found.
cheap as well. Yeah, you don't want to be charging too cheap because then people would think, oh, it's a shit service. Because often the price correlates in how good the service is.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because the one thing that I found was the websites that I've done, not like big myself up, but they're almost they didn't expect it. It's better than what they expected, which I'm
Mm-hmm.
finding now. That's why one of the things I wanted to get out of was now that I'm now that I can almost not guarantee this quality, but increase this quality, I can start charging more that meets my quality. So that's no, yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to get out of. Perfect. Okay.
Sweet. Yeah, cool. You got that one nailed. And then, okay, start charging that. Number 3 would be stuck up your money you make.
Yeah.
And buy the essential things. Buy the stand, buy the mics, but don't buy unessential things. And then
Yeah.
after that, you're going to reinvest by putting it into advertising for yourself. Yeah, okay. And then step number 4 would be go and volume. It's all volume. It's now a volume game. The more outreach you can do, the more cold DMs you can do. Often cold DMing on Instagram is a good one because you have
Okay.
your whole portfolio on there. Have you posted those testimonial videos on
Yeah.
on Insta?
No,
Cool.
not yet.
Okay,
No,
post them, have them
But
as a
I've got them.
highlight.
Yeah.
Go ham on those. So they need to be everywhere. Those
Yeah.
testimonials need to be everywhere. Your the websites that you created for them need to be everywhere, showcasing them on social media. Use your creativity to find
Yeah.
out how you're actually going to do that in the first place. But
Mhm.
yeah, create a portfolio on Instagram that you can then DM businesses with, so that they can see the quality that you're doing. So start cold DMing on Insta
Mhm.
with your offer. Me personally, cut all the bullshit out. They know when you're bullshitting. Like, hey, how was your day?
Yeah.
Fuck all that, man. Just go straight into it with your offer. Hey, my name's Finn. I run
Yeah.
this agency. We've worked with a few businesses in the area, and we provide high quality websites, SEO for businesses. We're just starting out, so we're just not just started out. I'd say, yeah, at the moment we're trying to offer high quality websites at an affordable rate for businesses. So yeah, let me know if this is something you'd be interested in. Let's jump on a call. Something around those lines. I just made that
Yeah.
up.
Got you.
But what I'll do is I'll
No,
send this
no,
Zoom
exactly.
video over
Yeah.
to you now because I'm recording all this, and then you can go
Okay.
through it.
Perfect.
But yes,
Perfect.
go in there straight with your offer. We can build a website at a really affordable rate. Let me know if this is something you're interested in. We can hop on a call. Straight like that. Cut all the
Mhm.
bullshit out. So
Yeah.
cold DMs on
Yeah.
Insta, I'd say keep doing cold calls. When it's raining outside and you can't do walk-ins, do cold calls.
Yeah.
I want you to be calling at least like 30 businesses a day. If you fully want to lock in on it,
Really? Okay.
that's
No,
like low.
absolutely. Yeah.
That's low. I would say if you can do
Okay.
100 a day, do 100 a day, you know? But start calling 30 businesses per day.
Yeah.
Yeah, start doing like 30 businesses a day and go in there with the
Yeah.
offer. Try to not pitch them, but get them onto the sales call. Remember, in the cold call, what you're selling is a sales call. You're not selling your service. You want to give them
Yeah.
a lot of
So,
value, and
yeah.
you're selling the sales call, yeah? Which then you'll get on a Google Meet and sell them.
Yeah.
But yeah, 30 cold calls
Mhm.
per day minimum. If you can do more, do more. But like you're gonna wake up, it'll be the sum of per day. So you're gonna wake up, start dialing the phone, wake
Yeah.
up, start sending DMs first thing. I'd say send like 25 a day minimum. 25 DMs, Insta DMs per day minimum.
Okay.
And then after that, you're going to do a round of cold calls. So 30 businesses. And then you're going to do some walk-ins. Go and do walk-ins. And mate, if you're doing that every day, that's on the low end. Obviously, you can scale it. So you're doing outreach for the entire day. But that's like, I put 25 Insta DMs. As me personally, I send like, when I'm not busy, well, I'm always busy. But like, I try to send like 20 a day. Me and my mate, we just say, have you done your outreach for the day? Send 20 Instagram DMs. Yeah. It's a small thing, but you get a
Yeah.
big ROI out of it. Yeah. And yeah,
do you do like templates, message templates?
yeah, I have got a few templates. You'll figure out what works. Like literally, all it is just copy
Yeah,
and
yeah, no,
paste to the
yeah,
exact same thing. You can personalize it,
yeah, yeah.
but at the moment you're going for volume, so just copy and paste the exact same thing. It's like, I'll read to you the one that I was doing. So I was saying to businesses, I was saying, hey guys, love what you're doing. I run a videography company that helps businesses create high quality content for Instagram and TikTok. Stuff that actually brings in customers. If you ever need help with filming, editing, or even managing your socials, I'd love to show you what we can do. Happy to jump on a meeting for a free content audit or quick chat if you're interested. So that's what I sent to them. Yeah. And
Yeah,
then what
yeah.
I would say is 30 cold calls, 25 Insta DMs, walk-ins. How many walk-ins can you do per day, would you say?
Pretty like thing is, in like so in the local area, there's about 100 small businesses. So maybe like 5 a day.
Cool, cool. All right, so do
Mm,
5 a
mm,
day then.
Yeah,
And you know, you might be on a roll, you might be getting the flow of it, so then you can do more after that.
yeah. And also, surely if I keep on practicing what I offer, it'll just come naturally to me. Like I could walk in anywhere and I'd just be like, right, this is my service, like literally muscle memory
Yeah, yeah,
for
you
exactly, if
wouldn't
that
need
makes
a script
sense.
after a while. For the first few, you might need a script, but then you'll
Yeah,
get the
yeah,
hang of it, and then that's what I mean. You're building your sales skills, so after a while, you won't need a script.
yeah,
Like any
yeah,
businesses you start in the future, you won't need a script to do any of it because you've built up your sales skills. So the first few, you'd need
yeah,
a script, and you'd be a bit, you're gonna fuck them up. Yeah, let's be real, you're gonna fuck them up. I was
yeah,
shaking
yeah,
on my first ever cold call. But it is what it is. It's a learning process. Now I can get on the phone comfortably, talk to someone, and just pitch them. Yeah. So you will be in that
yeah,
stage
yeah.
as well. In like, if you did a few days of straight cold calling, you're gonna get to that point. So yeah, doing that, and then
Got
I'd
you.
say post. Yeah, post on your Instagram consistently at least once per day. And boom, mate, just
Is
like that,
that's
I don't see why that wouldn't work. I don't see why you wouldn't get any clients out of that. You'd be printing
yeah.
£3,000 a month, yeah, and
Hmm.
then it will be a bit hard for you to maintain the £3,000 a month. So any new clients that you get on, charge them more, and then you'll be at £5,000 a month. Charge them more, 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 and then you'll be at £10,000 a month. And
Got
then
you.
that's when you would start leveraging other people in other countries doing the websites for you. Because often you can get them doing good work at a reasonably cheap rate. So that's when you start hiring. But we can get
Yeah,
on another call about the hiring stuff. I'm trying to figure that out myself. Yeah. So
yeah. Got you.
yeah, at the moment it's just all volume. So 25 Insta
Yeah.
DMs, 30 cold calls per day. No, sorry. Yeah, 30 cold calls a day, 5 walk-ins, 1 Insta post. Start posting on
Hmm.
Insta, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So post the same thing onto Insta, LinkedIn,
Not to,
Facebook. TikTok, not
what
as
about
much.
TikTok?
TikTok, there's a younger audience on there. You're not going to find many business owners on TikTok.
Yeah. Got you. Got you. Okay, that's fair
I mean,
enough.
you can for your personal stuff, but
Um.
at the end of the day, if you want to document
Yeah.
what you're doing to inspire other, yeah, like what I'm doing, yeah, I'm doing my TikTok lives, just put the camera up for a bit to get people like you in here, inspire people. If you want to start doing stuff, something like that, then yeah, go on TikTok. But to get your business owners, don't go on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Got you. Okay. Uh. Perfect. Another question.
Mm.
Are you okay for time, by the way?
Yeah, yeah, all good,
I'm
all
not
good.
like,
No, that's all right.
um, has there been any fuck ups that you've had that would be relevant to my business or
Um,
my sort of plan
you always
that
going to
I
get
can
people that don't
look
pay
to
you.
avoid?
Yeah, you're always going to get people that don't pay you. So that security thing that I mentioned, make sure you have that in place.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the
Hmm.
day, you're in it for the money. you no one wants to create websites.
But
Yeah,
it's a business, right? Yeah,
yeah, business
yeah,
make money. So make sure you get the money.
yeah.
So that's that. I'd say when you get onto hiring people, that's a different thing. But
I'll worry about that another day.
yeah, yeah, yeah. More about that another day. The thing is, at the moment, you'll be dealing with low paying clients, and often they are quite demanding. So you need to set their expectations from the beginning. So that Loom video that you mentioned, give them a time
Yeah.
frame that you know that you can deliver on, because often setting their expectations right from the beginning, then
Hmm.
they won't be. You can always send them back to that video if they're being a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's like a yeah, like an induction, right? That's
Yeah.
how I look at it.
Of course. And then
Yeah,
there's always going to
got
be
you.
trolls out there. I'd say there's going to be people as well that copy exactly what you do. So I've had people, for example, who go on my competitors, go on to my people who I'm following. Obviously, I'm following all these local businesses that are my ideal target clients. Goes and follows
Yeah,
every single one of them, tries to get work, messages my clients, offering free video shoots. There's always going to be cunts like that. But at the end of the day,
yeah,
if you just block them, yeah, to get them out of the way, and just focus on yourself. If you get out all the distractions and don't worry about what other people are doing, then
yeah.
you will get a lot further because you're just focusing on what you can do. The only thing you can control is your input, and your input are those 25 DMs, the 30 cold calls, and the 5 walk-ins, and that one Insta post a day. That's what you can control. You can't control what your competitors are going to
Hmm.
do, so don't focus on them.
Yes. Okay. So compare myself to myself. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Um, Nothing else comes to mind. I think that's probably the best bit of advice in that I've been given so far in this journey.
Cool, man.
Um, no, I'm all good now. That's perfect. I appreciate your time
That's all,
more
man.
than you'll
Happy to help.
realize. Trust me.
That's all good, man. I'm happy
And
to help
I'm
you. And
just
then if you've
hopefully
got any other
we can
questions in the
meet up one day.
future, pardon?
Yeah, I said hopefully we can meet up one day when it's both
Yeah,
best for
100%,
the
bro.
both of us.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And then maybe
That
even if you've got, because you do websites, if you send over your
yeah.
portfolio to me, if I ever have any clients that need websites or need SEO done, I'll ping them over your way.
Oh, absolutely. That would be much appreciated. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Awesome,
Perfect.
man. Good stuff.
Thank
So
you
if you
so
ever
much,
got any
mate.
questions in the future, just message me.
Yeah.
I'm happy to ask you. And then in the future, if we want to do another one of these calls, happy for that as well.